This works. Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Doohan, and welcome to ICBN, Iona College's first business news network. I hope that intro went. First, the best jobs in America according to CNN Money. Is your future career on the list? And also, still think Android is taking over? Guess again, because Apple just posted the best quarter in corporate history. Don't go anywhere, the show starts now. Okay. Hello, and thanks for watching ICBN. I'm your host, Michelle Doohan. So first on today's show, we're going to list the top 100 best jobs in America. Just kidding, but we will be talking about the top 5. I would never make you go through the top 100. Oh my goodness. Now, CNN wrote this article on their website, and I found it so appealing because they didn't only include their pay in determining why this is a top-notch job. They also accounted for quality of life ratings, meaning they factored in personal satisfaction, benefit to society, telecommuting, and the amount of stress that a worker would experience. Thus, without further ado, here are the top 5 jobs in America today, starting with number 5 at a hospital administrator. So a hospital administrator coordinates with different departments and staff to keep the place running smoothly. They juggle medical expenses, patients, and operating staff to create an efficient operation. Geez, it sounds like I'm reading a dating profile. What's so appealing about me? eHarmony. So what are the quality of life ratings, you ask? CNN gives personal satisfaction an A, benefit to society an A, and low stress gets a C. But the median pay is $114,000, and the top pay is $207,000. So I guess the stress can't be that bad. You could just relax in a big tub filled with all your money. At number 4, we have a patent agent. Ooh, this sounds interesting. Patent agents look at inventions and decide if they should be patented, prepared and filed patent applications, and represent investors in front of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. In my opinion, this is a great job. You can see all the cool new inventions before they are even in the process of production. Patent pending, of course. And this job receives straight A's in quality of life ratings. Their median pay level is $126,000, and for top pay, it's as high as $182,000. Whoa. Coming in at number 3 is a landman. Yes, I know it sounds very specific job title, but don't worry, I will explain to you. As the nation's energy boom unfolds, landmen are needed to negotiate oil and gas leases between the companies and the folks that own the resources. They travel to the countryside in search of people willing to sell their mineral rights and match them with oil firms. Despite fluctuations in the price of oil, long-term projections for the oil industry and the profession's prospects remain strong. This profession median pay is $103,000, and the top landmen make $160,000. Don't worry, ladies, I'm sure there are land women positions out there as well. And their quality of life ratings are also straight A's across the board. Our second best job in America goes to the video game designers. I'm personally not surprised that they're listed as the second best job in America. I mean, their products are working pretty well. You can just judge that by looking at all the many overweight children staying inside, not running around. Okay, so contrary to popular belief, it's not all fun and games for video game designers. Much like movie directors, they're responsible for the entire creative vision of a project and lead a team of programmers, designers, and artists to realize the vision. Median pay for a video game designer is $79,900, and the best designers get $115,000. Personal satisfaction of being a video game designer gets the A, along with low stress as well. But benefit to society, again, ask the cute chubby kids. That gets a B. And the moment you have all been waiting for. Drumroll, please. Drumroll sound effect. Yes, the best job in America is a software architect. In the same way an architect designs a house, software architects lay out a design plan. Wow, I'm peaking really high. My levels are too high. Sorry. Um, Software architects lay out a design plan for new programs. That usually means leading a team of developers and engineers, making sure all the pieces come together to make fully functioning software. This job gets straight A's across the board, except for its benefit to society, which received a B. But hey, you can't win them all. The median pay is $124,000 and top pay a whopping $169,000. Jeez. You know, my future career choice wasn't on this list, and I went probably all the way to 80, top 80, and I just gave up. So, next up, we're talking about the company who just keeps on going. That's right, Apple. Geez, my levels are so high. So, CNN Money reported that Apple posted the biggest profit in corporate history last quarter after selling a record number of iPhones. Apple sold 74.5 million iPhones in the last 3 months. That helped Apple's profits soar more than 37% to $18 billion. That's larger than Gazprom's $16.2 billion profit during the first quarter of 2011, the previous profit record posted by a corporation. Mac sales grew about 15% to a record 5.5 million. Apple said iTunes sales also hit a record high, while iPad sales continue to slump, falling 18% to 21.4 million. But the story was the iPhone. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, noted that Apple sold an average of 30,000 iPhones every hour. Could you imagine every single hour you're selling? Oh my gosh, that's incredible. The iPhone is already the single best-selling gadget of all time, but this past quarter, the iPhone outsold some gadgets made by entire industries. Okay, so this is the thing about Apple. The thing about Apple that completely boggles my mind is that it had so many software problems with its iPhones and laptop updates. And I've seen many people transfer to Android phones or Windows tablet, and yet they continue not only to survive, but to thrive. Now, I love Apple products. Everyone in my family has an iPhone. Together we combine for 3 MacBooks, 4 iPads, and every single person has an iPhone cell phone. So, yay for Apple. As I was saying, Apple is just an incredible company. I mean, my dad had bought Apple stocks probably at the beginning of when the iPhone was in the process of being produced. And he bought the stocks when they were really, really dirt cheap, really low. And then when time came around to pay for college, he cashed in all this stock and paid for basically my first year of college. So thank you, Dad, for being a savvy investor and realizing how well Apple would do later on. But I wish maybe you grabbed them back then and kept them on until now, because then we would have a lot more money. But again, I love Apple products, but I find it so strange that they keep doing so well because, for example, the iPhone software that keeps getting updated. Everybody says, don't download the new update, don't download the new update, wait till the newer version comes out after they find out all the bugs in it. But the fact that they continue to find bugs in their first updates is kind of troubling, and it really got me upset because, you know, Apple, I feel, has to continue to prove themselves to the world because Android is always going on the attack and Apple is always kind of just brushing it off, nudging it off. Because Android is always like, oh, you know, do you have a USB port in your iPad thing? No. Well, we do. Can you, play games? Can you have multiple windows on the iPad? You know, I feel like Android and Windows just continue to try and down Apple. And they also try to continue to, instead of focusing on their successes and their advances, they continue to compare and contrast on, oh, well, you know, we have a very fast operating system, or, you know, our phones can connect to the internet better, or, you know, we can also have iTunes, we can also have apps, you know, even though the iPhone was the first one to even think of or design apps, we could have that too. You know what I mean? So personally for me, I think Apple should continue to just do their thing and brush off all the haters, the Android haters, and just continue to do well. Because Apple had such a small window of opportunity. They were the only. Similarly, BlackBerry was the first the first company to do this successfully. They found a phone, they created a phone that had no competition to anywhere else. I mean, I had a BlackBerry, I loved my BlackBerry, and then when I got to college, I changed to an iPhone 4S. And what BlackBerry did successfully, Apple also did it too. But Apple had a smaller window of opportunity and they slid right in there, slide into your DMs. So when Apple capitalized on this, then Windows had to come back with it. And, BlackBerry is making a little bit of a comeback, but still, Apple's always going to continue to do so well because they're so original and they're always thinking 3 steps ahead of their competitors, even though Android continues to be riding their coattails. So that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come back tomorrow with more ICBN news, more business news. We'll talk about the stock market, more entrepreneurship, company news, job searches, and many, many more, etc. So thank you for tuning in, and good night.